Like, share, subscribe. I'm here to talk about a dude by the name of Dexter Isaac. Okay? I was watching a podcast, I say like a couple of years ago, because I'm always looking for new content, just scrolling. And for some reason, I end up stumbling on the incident what happened to that quad robbery around November 29th, 1994, when Tupac was beefing against the New York rappers, right? And he decided to stay in the West Coast, right? I remember, I'm a big Tupac fan. He's one of my GOATs, but I have like my top 3 GOATs, which is Nas, Eminem, and Tupac. I picked Eminem number 1 because he can tongue twist. One of the best rappers out there, man. Lyrical content, punchlines, as well as his dialogue is off the hook, man. Tupac is a storyteller. Man, he's just a poet, man. And Nas is definitely an MC. Christopher Wallace, he's up there too, but it's a toss-up between Tupac and Big, of who top of who. Me personally, I would have to take Christopher Wallace for the simple fact that the genre is tough. It's tough to decide who is better, because pop wordplay is off the charts, man. Big, he's diverse. He can collab with any kind of genre of music. So it's hard. It's kind of tough, to decide who's better, Big or Pop. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's really much of a coin toss. But I do have Tupac as number 3. Big could either go on top of Yo, or Big could go underneath Yo. However you want to do it. But me personally, it's tough to decide, because I told you that the contrast in genres. Now, I ain't talking about who's one of my greatest rappers. I'm here to talk about the situation with this quad incident. You feel me? Now, I remember on All Eyes on Me, you can go back and check it out yourself, yo. They said Tupac got shot allegedly 5 times. In his song, No More Pain, he said out of his mouth, "They shot me 5 times, real niggas don't die." Okay, alright. So I'm like, damn, if a nigga got shot 5 times, yo, don't you think a nigga should have died or damn near in a coma? Or something like that, unless the caliber was weak as hell. That's my close conclusion, nigga. So, I just got this book like a few days ago, my nigga, because I always wanted to know what the hell happened in that quad shoot. And I seen documentaries, one side and another side, and everybody has their different opinions on these things, right? So I just said, the hell with it. Let me get the actual book to have a better picture and understanding what the hell happened on their side of the version. Not no he say, she say, but the niggas that was actually there. So I started reading it, and I'm about to read it. There you go. Now, parental discretion is advised. The name of the book is called From Friends to Enemies, as told by Dexter Isaac. It has the word crime scene, do not. And the final 3 words, it says Funnel Version Publishing. Okay? Now, we're going to go all the way to chapter 30, because I told you, it's a big book. My main concern right now is the quad shooting. I'm not concerned about what's in the book itself, but I want that detail as far as the quad shooting, because I told you, man, I'm reading the book to y'all, Compton Street Legends. So I'm trying to put 2 and 2 together, right? So, just bear with me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm already read this to y'all. I'm not going to role play. I'm just going to read it with my regular voice, all right? Now, let me see. How many pages is this show? 1, 2, 3, 4. like 8 pages, yo. Basically, it's like 4 pages back and forth, grand total of 8 pages. Right? So, we ready to read this right now. Life is mysterious. You can wake up in the morning and before you go to sleep that night, of course your whole life can change in an instant without you even knowing it. The change may not only affect your individual fate, but the fate of scores of others. Even possible, the internal culture, and the way that the culture will forever be remembered. This is what happened on November the 29th, 1994. I was checking up on my crack house on South Oxford Avenue in Brooklyn when my cell phone rings. Paulie's name popped up on the screen. "What's up, rude boy?" I asked. "Are you in New York, my dude?" He asked as soon as he heard my voice. "Yeah, I'm in town. I just got back in." Paulie lets out a huge sigh of relief. "Starmy need to talk to you right away," he said with a thick Jamaican accent. "Come by the spot on South Oxford and Clifton Hills," I replied. "We'll talk then." "Alright, see me soon." 15 minutes later, Paulie pulled up in his Lexus LS 400 with this kid named Fat Cat, a guy who grew up with us in Vanderveer Projects. He was the dude that gave Vinnie Vance the ice and chill down after the dread shot him in the groin and murdered Sherwood. Before I even settled in the back seat, Paulie goes in. "Jimmy needs you to do a job for him. We want you to rob a rapper named Tupac Shakur," he said. "Teach him a lesson about respect." "Why?" I asked. "I track with Little Sean, one of Jimmy's artists." "So what happened?" Jimmy agreed to pay Tupac $7,000 for making a guest appearance, but he wanted to give him a check. Tupac wanted cash, but Jimmy refused. I sat there listening without saying a word. After Jimmy refused, Tupac started calling him all kinds of hoes, pussies, and bitches. He told him, "You New York bitches better have my effing cash when I get there." I know Jimmy. After hearing that earful of disrespect like that, he was about to blow a gasket. Yeah, I bet that big calling all these disrespectful ass names. Tupac should have known better than to disrespect Jimmy like that. To talk so recklessly. Everybody knew Tupac had a big mouth, but now he had seriously upset Jimmy. It was like the time when Shoe Shine and his boy went to rob Jimmy at his spot on Church Avenue. Jimmy shot Shoe Shine without a second thought. Jimmy was my boy. I had mad love for him at that time. His artist Lil Sean, I don't care much for. He was messing with my homegirl Rhonda, who worked with Def Jam along with Nikki, my baby mama. Rhonda and her little daughter lived about a block down from our house in Clifton Hills. My mother used to babysit Rhonda's daughter sometimes. And she would tell me how little Sean used to beat on Rhonda. The dude was so insecure. He was a stalker for real. He would hide inside the bushes in front of her house and jump out on her as she was coming home. He would slap the S out of her. Right there in her door and in front of her daughter. Because of this, I don't care much for little Sean at all. So what's in it for me, Paulie, I asked. According to Jimmy, you keep all the jewelry from the robbery, except the biggest diamond ring. Jimmy wants that as a souvenir. Plus, he'll give you another $2,500 to pay your peoples for helping you. Paulie then ran down a list of the exact jewelry that Tupac will be wearing and estimate the value of each piece. When I asked him how he knew all of this, he said Haitian Jack had taken Tupac to a diamond district on 47th Street when he brought it all. Haitian Jack and Tupac used to hang out together all the time before they caught the rape case at the Parker Motel in the city. Haitian Jack was real flashy, ladies' man, but also well-known hustler in Brooklyn. He robbed drug dealers, rappers, music execs. Tupac was mesmerized by Jack's flashy and his jewelry, so he wanted to get some for himself. But the ring was worth $35,000. Paulie said the little ring is worth $20,000. Tupac had a Rolex watch with diamonds all over it, worth more than $20,000. Plus a gold chain and bracelet he also wore. The job was a no-brainer. It would more than make up for the time I wasted with Jimmy on that stolen car with an empty stash box. Spunk and JD were upstairs in that spot. I got a mission for us. I informed them we're going into the city to rob Tupac. Are you for real? Spunk asked. As real as a heart attack, my dude. Let's do this thing, they both said. My boys were loyal and they trust me with their own lives. They knew I would never ask them to do anything that I wasn't willing to do my damn self. I was the boss of my little crew. I had taken these dudes off the street when they were way down and out. Now they were sober, going out of town with me, making money, and meeting lots of girls. Thanks to me, they had cars to drive, they stayed clean, and at the latest clues, I was spreading that Brooklyn love with my peoples. I handed a 45 automatic to JD and a 9mm to Spunk. I grabbed a 9mm for myself and and we jumped in the MPV. We slipped the guns into the stash box, and off we went. Paulie was leading the way into the city. We parked near the studio, got our guns out, walked around the corner, and sat down on the inside of a 24-hour restaurant across the street from the Quad recording studio. The Quad is a world-famous recording studio near Times Square. Many of the music top stars have recorded there. Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Joe Levert, lots of rappers, plus such white icons as Madonna, U2, Bob Dylan. The studio is all the way up on the 10th floor. There's a lounge area up there as well. Paulie called Jimmy on the cell phone when we arrived. Dex went to holler at you before he go do the job. Come upstairs, Jimmy replied. But leave everyone else in the lobby. Paulie and I crossed the street and entered the building. The lobby was shaped like a reverse L. When I stepped into the building, the first thing I noticed was a vacant desk and a chair for a security guard. We went around the corner to the elevator and pushed the button. It was a narrow elevator that exceeded slowly, floor by floor. We went off to the elevator. Jimmy was right there waiting for us. To my right, I saw Biggie sitting there on the sofa, talking to Lil C's by the window. To the left, up front, I saw Little Sean behind a glassy booth. And all the way down to my left, I could see Puff Daddy. He was talking to some dude with bronze complexion like his. But this dude was a little taller. He had a low haircut, his eyes flicked from back and forth behind the black rimmed glasses. I would later find out that this dude was Puffy's mentor and ex-boss, Andre Harrell. I wonder why they were all there. How many people know all about this that's going down? He knows, Jimmy replies, nodding his head in Puffy's direction. Puffy looked dead in my eye, and that was when I knew that Puffy was involved in this robbery. What Paulie told me is that the real, yeah, it's all official. Jimmy stressed, but I don't want y'all to kill him. Just rough him up. Take his S. After we received instructions, he hurried us back down into the elevator because he didn't want too many people getting to look at us. Before we went, Jimmy said, I can call you on the cell phone when he's on his way down. Wait outside of the studio until then. As Paulie and I returned to the restaurant across the street, I studied the layout of the building and the street. Traffic lights. And there was very little footwork on this block because it was late and all the stores were closed. About 10 minutes passed before the cell phone rang. Tupac will be here in 15 minutes. He's got a couple of dudes with him. Alright, we ready. When I needed that call, I began formulating our strategy. Spunk, I need you to chill in the lobby and act like you're a security guard. When they come inside the lobby, me and JD will come right behind them and get them right there. Under no circumstances, we are to kill him. Jimmy doesn't want him shot. He just want to teach Tupac a lesson. A few moments later, Jimmy calls again, letting us know that Pac and his entourage were in the garage around the corner. Parking their cars, the I'll be able to see them walking around a corner at any minute now. It was midnight by now. On November the 30th, all of this up-to-date information led me to believe that Jimmy and someone in Tupac's camp who was feeding him information. Sure enough, a minute later, I saw Tupac bopping down the street, arms swinging back and forth, leading about 4 dudes to the studio. Me and JD across the street and followed the group into the building. Watch the door, Dex. Make sure nobody comes inside. JD said to me, me and Spunk got this covered. Handle your BI then. That means business. My 2 soldiers wanted to show me that they can put the work in without me. I took my position at the door while my boys went around the corner and handled their business. I'm listening to them ordering Tupac and his crew to get down. Get the F on the floor now. Tupac's crew dropped to their knees, but Tupac was bucking. He reached for his gun he had tucked in his waist. JD grabbed his hand and they both struggled for control. Pac's gun goes off before he can pull it free from his waist. JD started pistol whipping Tupac in the head over and over with his .45. When I heard the shot, I crept around the corner to see what was up. Everything cool, Spunk said. We got this S under control. Right at that moment, Little Sheez comes riding downstairs on the elevator. When the door opened, I barked at him, get the F back inside and go upstairs. His eyes got big as a crackhead who just finished taking that S. Go start the van, Spunk screamed. We'll be right behind you. As I'm leaving, JD was stripping Tupac of all his jewelry. We took off down the street behind Paul. He put the guns and the jewelry in the stash box just in case the cops might pull our asses over. I told Spunk we headed straight over to the FDR Drive Highway on the east side of the city. We took that to Brooklyn Bridge and then drove back to my spot on South Oxford. After we parked our cars, Paulie approached me. Why y'all shoot Tupac? He asked with disappointment spreading across his face. Jimmy called complaining about Tupac and his boys came up to the studio all bloody. Tupac said, y'all shot him. Follow me upstairs, Paulie. I wanted to show him something. I had my boys put their guns on the table and empty out the magazines after laying all the bullets out on the table. I counted out each bullet to Paulie, showing him that not one bullet was spent with our weapons. Tupac shot himself in the dick with his own gun, I told him. The wounds on his forehead came from the pistol whipping JD gave him. The wounds on his hands came from the slide on his gun when he fired it while it was stuck in his waist. That can't happen, bro. I've heard many stories when you blast these guns and you don't know how to handle that damn thing. You know what I mean? I heard niggas bleed like they was on a period or something, or they were bleeding like a pig. You heard me? Like real talk, nigga. I've heard hella stories, nigga. If you don't know how to handle a gun, real talk, you will get cut open. You definitely won't have to go to the hospital. You definitely gonna need stitches, my nigga. Real talk. Tupac went on and told everybody that he was shot 5 times. The story don't say he was shot 5 times, my nigga. Sound like to me, Pac was over exaggerating. You heard? Let me start that over again. Tupac went on and told everybody that he was shot 5 times at close range. Nigga, your ass would have been dead, my nigga. Which was an outright lie. If we shot him 5 times, he would have been dead, like I just said, my nigga. And then would have had to kill his dudes that was with him too. That makes sense. Why would we shoot him 5 times? We weren't trying to kill him. If we had shot him 5 times, we would have not left any witnesses. Our mission was not to kill Tupac that night. We were sent to teach him a lesson for disrespecting Jimmy. And that what we did, all that crazy he told everybody about getting shot 5 times, was just acting. People forget the brother was an actor. He should have got an Academy Award for his skills. Back in my apartment, my boys hand over that jewelry. There were 2 diamond rings, 1 diamond necklace with diamonds between the link, 3 bracelets. 1 looked like handcuffs made out of gold with diamonds all over it. Another bracelet that looked like a bicycle chain, but it was made out of solid gold. There was another bracelet with a couple of gold charms on it. We failed to get the gold cross. With the chain because it fell on the floor when DJ snatched it from Tupac's neck. Nor did we take the Rolex watch. We did get the bonus bracelet from one of his boys, a skinny gold bracelet with the name Stretch written on it. I took that bracelet to Albee Square Mall in downtown Brooklyn and had a jeweler that changed the name to Spunk and gave it to him as a present. The following day, Jimmy and Paulie came to my house. I gave Jimmy the biggest diamond ring that we had agreed, and he gave me $2,500 like he promised. Well, I'm scratching my beard on this one, nigga. So what the hell Tupac talking about, bro? Dexter Isaac said that nigga, they ain't shoot that nigga. Tupac shot his own self in the ding ding. You know what I mean? Like he shot his own self in the dick. So where did the 5 shots come from? Now I remember the picture he had with his middle finger up and his forehead was wrapped up like hell, nigga. You know what I mean? I remember that. And that nigga was in the wheelchair too. He was in the wheelchair. He had his hand tied up. I remember that nigga. And his forehead was wrapped the hell up. So now it's making sense far as the head bandage, his hand wrapped up, and the nigga was in the chair because he damn near blew off his pee-pee and his balls. So the nigga exaggerated a little bit. So I just wanted to put that out there, man. And Dexter Isaac, I'm glad he came out here with a book because now I'm going to actually read the book and talk about other things that was going on in this book. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to get this book, yo. It's called From Friends to Enemies. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finished reading the book. I just wanted to read that particular part with the quad situation because now it's making sense with the situation why he left the East Coast and decided to stay in the West Coast and then still talking trash about the East Coast knowing that he's from the East Coast. You feel me? So now it makes sense now. So hit me back on some comments and I'll give y'all some answers. Peace, and I'm gone.
If you reach for my chain, I'm going to send your ass to God. Don't ask me about my pieces or you will see Jesus. I'm just letting you know, if you so happen to look at my chain, I'm going to blow your ass off. If you so happen to ask, bro hero, can I touch your chain? I'm going to blow your ass off. If you so happen to just stare at my chain, I'm going to blow your ass off.